The Cultural Landscape, Chapter 5 Lecture, Key Issue 1, Where are languages distributed? Language is a system of communication through speech, a collection of sounds that a group of people understands to have the same meaning. Literary tradition refers to a system of written communication. Many countries designate at least one official language to be used for official documents and public objects, for example, road signs and money. World languages are organized into language families, which is a collection of languages related through a common ancestral language. Next, through language branches, a collection of languages within a family related through a common ancestral language. Differences are not as significant or as old as between families. And then finally, language groups, a collection of languages within a branch that share a common origin in the relatively recent past and display similar grammar and vocabulary. Classification of languages. 2/3 of the world's population speak a language that belongs to the Indo-European or Sino-Tibetan language family. 2 to 6% of the world's population speak a language that fits into one of 7 other language families. Remainder of population speaks a language belonging to one of 100 smaller families. Figure 5.3, Language Family Tree. Language families with at least 10 million speakers, according to Ethnologue, are shown as trunks of trees. Some language families are divided into branches and groups. Individual languages that have more than 5 million speakers are shown as leaves. Below ground, the language tree's roots are shown, but these are speculative because they predated recorded history. Figure 5.4, Share of each language family. The chart shows the percentage of people who speak a language from each major family. Figure 5.5, Distribution of language families. Most language can be classified into one of a handful of language families. Other language families. Several other language families spoken by large numbers of people in East and Southeast Asia. Isolation on islands and peninsulas contributed to overall independent development. These include Austronesian, Austroasiatic, Thai Kadai, Japanese, and Korean. Languages of Southwest Asia, North Africa, and Central Asia. The 2 largest language families are: number 1, Afro-Asiatic. Arabic is a major language in this group. The official language in 24 countries of Southwest Asia and North Africa. It is also one of the 6 official languages in the UN. Number 2, Altaic. Altaic language with the most speakers is Turkish. Altaic language became the official language of several countries that gained independence when the Soviet Union broke up. For example, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and Turkmenistan. African language families. More than 1,000 distinct languages have been documented, several thousand dialects recognized, and most lack a written tradition. One African language family includes the Niger-Congo, which includes Swahili. It is the first language of 800,000 people. It is the official language of Tanzania, spoken by 30 million Africans, and it is the language used to speak with outsiders from different villages. Figure 5.8, Africa's language families. More than 1,000 languages have been identified in Africa, and experts do not agree on how to classify them into families, especially languages in Central Africa. Languages with more than 5 million speakers are named on the map. The great number of languages results from at least 5,000 years of minimal interaction among the thousands of cultural groups inhabiting the African continent. Each group developed its own language, religion, and other cultural traditions in isolation from other groups.